On this week's episode of Lanagan's Laboratory.
Lanagan's Laboratory, yeah. Science roars in the air. Lanagan's Laboratory, yeah. Step inside if you dare.
Welcome, and I hope you had another wonderful week here at Lanagan's Laboratory, where this week we learned all about plants and animals. Specifically, we learned about food chains, adaptations, structures, life cycles, and animal group behavior. We learned that any living thing is called an organism. This could be a plant, an animal, a blue whale, a tiny piece of bacteria, a human being. We're all organisms.
I am an organism.
We learned that there are producers and consumers. Producers are like plants. They are organisms that make the food inside their bodies. Making that food, 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 that food, making that food, making that food. And consumers have to get the food from outside their body. Primary consumers are the first consumers. They're the ones that are eating the producers. Secondary consumers, they eat primary consumers, and they sometimes eat other secondary consumers. Herbivores are your animals that only eat plants. An herb is a type of plant, so an herbivore is an animal that eats plants. Carnivores are your animals that only eat meat. Carne means meat. Carnivore is an animal that eats meat. And an omnivore eats anything. Omna means everything. Omna means everything. So omnivore is an animal that eats plants, it eats animals, and probably some other things it shouldn't. And if an animal is a secondary consumer that is so strong, so powerful, so magnificent that nothing else attacks it, we call that an apex predator. It's at the top of its food chain.
Look at me, I'm an apex predator. No one's gonna hunt me, I'm too tough.
We also learn about these things called adaptations. They're things that animals do or have that help them survive. Structures are the animal's body parts. You have your external structures, like your hands and your nose and your ears. Then you've got your internal structures, like your heart and your lungs and your stomach. Some adaptations are behaviors. They're things that the animals do to help them survive, not things that they have that help them survive.
Alan!
Oh, so that's not Alan. Steve. Steve!
We also learned about life cycles. There's lots of different kind of life cycles. Like how a butterfly and frog life cycle begins as an egg, goes through a larva stage, and a metamorphosis. That means a huge change. But most mammals start off as an infant, like a baby or a puppy, and plants start off as seeds. There are 4 fundamental stages that all life cycles have in common. Those are birth, growth, reproduction, and death. Finally, we learned about animal group behavior, or how animals work together to help them survive. We learned about how meerkats and prairie dogs work together. We learned how they will bark and make sounds to warn each other when predators are on the way. We learned about how some animals will band together against a predator to protect the smaller and weaker members of their group. We learned about how some animals gather together in the same place because, well, that's where the food is. And we learn how some animals like lions and wolves work together to hunt their prey.
Yeah, we need to work together to hunt our food. Yeah, let's go.
And the next time I see you guys, we're going to dive even deeper into animal adaptations, structures, functions, and all kinds of other things about animals and plants. And I'll see you next time here at Lanagan's Laboratory.
Lanagan's Laboratory.